Beauty and harmony, governed by one eternal law. All that begins must end. The reign of the old shogunate is over. This is a black day!
Okay, welcome back once again to 2v2 Sakura Championship of 2026 Team Battle 2v2. This is a battle between Team Imperial Homies and the Arthritic Ronins. So we got the Ronins and the Homies in this round. So the attacker in this round is the Homie. So we got the Sword Dojo and we got the workshop in the other side. In the heel side we got the archery dojo. So we got Ox in here going to secure, but they are not protected by any kind of counter against Cab. So this is gonna be a big problem for Ox in here, losing the Wacky Raiders in there. So it looks like the Ronin secured the hill immediately. They want to safely secure the hill so that they could have the safe what should I say, safe place to fight in here, because this is a very mostly in this map. It's called Hihime George. The map called Hihime George. The map is very fast, so we can see it right now. There's a rush unit in here, and the Wacky Raiders still lives, and they lost a lot of men in there, and they killed only 19 in there. So it looks like the plan for Ox and Uno in here is to split. I don't know why they didn't stick in here, but I think the best chance in here is to stick. But it's their choice. So we got Yari Samurai here and supported by another Yari Samurai. So we got some engagement in here. So we need to take the game slowly because there's so many things happening right now. So we got one key buildings in here, and the workshop is already captured. Good job from the spare levy in there. And we got some from Lilmao light camp. So it looks like Lilmao played as the vanilla avatar in this round. So okay, we got a very interesting secure. Looks like the team Homie secured the key buildings, and while the Ronins prioritize securing the hills. So both teams are doing great. So let's resume the game fast because we didn't see much of any kind of very fast important things happening. So we also have mixed units of spear in here and fighting against the Shogatai. Okay, this is not good for the vanilla in here because there's double Shogatai. And we got some. Okay, that's from Uno. This definitely from Uno General in there. We got some Yari Catch in here and another spare levy in here. I don't know. Okay, looks like there's not much of a line infantry from Arthritic in here from Prussian, so which is a wise choice. He knows the map well. I don't know why Uno bring a lot of line infantry in this battle. So I think he should have stick other than splitting. So we need to take the game slow-mo once again because I think we're missing something in here. So we got some Yariki in here. They're engaging the cab supported by the spear. And for the middle side, yeah, I think you should have abandoned this hill and abandoned the workshop. I think you should have priorities in this hill. Even though they are attacker, I think they must take the game slowly and even just focusing in one side. So we got a miss from the naval bombardment there. And the general of Ox in here is leadership, but I cannot see why there's no stand-in fight in there. And we got a Shogatai. They got under attack by the Shogatai in there. And we got a random unit in here going for the light infantry, warrior monks against the red bear. The battle is in favor with the homies. So yeah, because they have a lot of light infantry. This is gonna be a problem for Uno because he doesn't have any kind of much of good angle in there. And we got another rush unit from Prussian in here. They're chasing the No, they're not chasing. They are going for the black turtles in here. This is gonna be a problem for Ono here because all of his men are get rushed. I think he was not prepared on this map. I don't know why he choose their team choose this map and not prepared prepared for this kind of army build for the Ronin. So we got some interesting Kevin here. I think he's trying to flank, but the Ronin's securely. This is gonna be a problem here because the favor is slowly shifting to 50-50. So the battle is turning into 50-50, and it's gonna be a problem because we didn't see any kind of melee units to suppress this. We got a mass route. Okay, that's a mass route in there. That's a big loss for Uno in there, losing a lot of light infantry in this situation. I think he should have either go to this side or go in this middle side and trying to use the advantage of range before the rush unit come and reach the light infantry of him. I think I don't know why what well, I think Ox bring a lot of what is this, cabs, but I didn't see the cabs perform greatly that we will notice it. And it is fastly shifting to the team Ronin. So from the start, the homies has the advantage, but I think they were not aware what should they do in this kind of situation. I think they were expecting some slow-paced battle, but the Ronins know well the map and they must rush in this kind of situation in here. And we got this long Yara Ashigaro in here. I think this is gonna be a loss for Team Imperial homies. So it's a win this round. The first round it will be the win for the Arthritic Ronins. But Ox still wants to keep fighting. He wants to keep this game, but it is pretty impossible for his team to win this round because it's just too many. Even with a bow cab general, it's still not enough to kill all these remaining units of the Ronins. And Ox still wants to leave, and he got chased from the Yari cab. They will get caught because the generals are pretty slow. And we got the Ono heroines. So that's a very interesting unit there. The being heroines in there. And looks like Uno wants to use the that's a pretty big loss for the homies in there because the lots are a lot of unit in here. The mass route, and I don't know what happened to Ox melee units. I think he was underestimated Lilmao units. I think that was the problem. So we end this round 1 first. So before we end the round 1, let's check quickly the unit statistics first. Okay, so let's check the army deployments in here. So we got a lot of it looks like the Ronins are using quality units in here, and for Ox is using a quality also. That's why we didn't see much of a unit. For Ono is using a quantity units, but I think he was not prepared for that kind of, and I think he was not very prepared in that kind of situation. And yeah, they didn't kill much because it was the very fast rush in from the Ronin. So we got a battle of just 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So let's check the kills. The Naginata warrior monks killed 282. I think it was in the middle side, and we got Ox in here from this year. I didn't know why he didn't kill much. I think he underestimated the vanilla of Lilmao in there. And for Prussian in here, we got that's a lot of kill for Prussian in there. 300 from Miss Gariki. I think it is the one who made the Uno light infantry to mass route. I think that's reasonable to get kills like that. 300 to 60 and to 48. And Uno wants to use the naval bombardment to deal some damage to his veterans for Prussian as good, so that he cannot use them in the next round. But I don't think that's enough for the next round plan. And Vermilion Bird Force for the Uno 55. Yeah, he didn't kill much because it was very rushed. So let's proceed to round 2. Okay, we are now back in the battlefield. So this is round 2, the battle between team Arthritic Ronins versus the Imperial's homies. So we got Tranquil Stream map called. So we got a farmhouse in here, the very least useful key building, and we got the workshop. This is quite valuable for the vanilla avatars. And we got the archery dojo in here. So this is also very important for both sides. And I think no one will own it. And we got some vanilla avatar in here, and for fall of the summer and fall of summer. So I think this is gonna be a very interesting round in here. So we got a lot of units from Uno in here. I think he's using quantity units, and for Artiki in here, Prussian use also quantity units in here. So let's check the other and the vanilla side. So we got some first shot from the bows. It only killed one, so I don't know why. What happens? I think they're aiming for the cabs. I think they're aiming for the cabs. Or was it is this a Bomari monks? No, an Ashigaru. So we got some another shot fire, return fire from the Bow warrior monks in here. So okay, this is gonna be a very slow pace in here. So everyone is so cautious in here. But the oh, no one owns the archery dojo. Okay. But this is gonna be a problem for the homies in here, because the workshop, which provide armor, it reduces the damage from the bow. So most likely the units of Lilmao in here will survive in here, and this is gonna be a problem for Ox, because I think he doesn't have any kind of solution how to counter this bow with 175 range, and I think the bow of Ox is only have 150 in here. I think he bring a cheap bows in here. I think he's planning to rush. I don't think this is a rush unit, because we see 2 guns and a 3 bow. No, actually 4. We see 4 bows. So this is not a rush. I think this is gonna be a problem for Ox. He will die if he keeps staying in here. Unless if he wants to use he need to use the loose formation in here. How about the other side? Do we see a first gunshot? Yes, we heard a first gunshot in here from United States of Marine. They're shooting at the White Tiger Force in here, and good response for Ono. He knows that he was outrange. This is gonna be a problem for Ox in here. I think he doesn't use the you need to use the loose formation in here. I don't think, well, you should fire at the bows. I think he's going for it. I think he's forwarding more because he wants to shoot at the bows. No, he's still aiming at this attendance. I think he's just trying to capture the archery dojo, which is not too valuable for me. Oh, wait, did we see a hidden units in there? We'll check it. We'll check it in the map. I will always keep it that in the map. Oh no, we see a cab in here. We didn't see that there's a... Oh, this is from Uno. What the hell? What the hell am I seeing? So we got some Gary cab, a light cab in here. I don't know why Ox didn't support any kind of spear units in here. This is gonna be a big win for Lilmao in here. The killing almost 200, about 200 kills from the Ashigarus in there, and we got some attendants in here still fighting for his life. And how about the fall of the samurai here? I think Uno is still finding some opportunities how to deal with Russian in here. I think he doesn't want to fight yet, because he was outranged by some of the units of Russian in here. And we got some red bear here and going to support. Oh, I see. We got Uno cab in here. That's a sneaky cab from a saber cab. I don't know why they aiming at the cabs in here for the Yari cab. I think they should have aimed at this. I don't know why. I don't know. It is a pretty sneaky idea, a great idea to sneak your one cab from the other side. But the problem is that I don't know why you choose the cabs. I think you should aim at the bow, because the bow is the problem for Ox in here. And the battle is still at 50-50 in here. And we see that Ox is going to rush in here. So we got the Marathon monks in here. I think they're going to rush in here. I think this is gonna be a problem for Lilmao. I think he was outnumbered in this round. I think he should have. I think it is a time that you should abandon this frontal battle and aid your allied Prussian, because Prussian frontline battle is successfully capturing the key buildings in here. So we got a rush units in here. This is gonna be a problem for Lilmao in here, because he doesn't have much units to suppress any kind of rush units from Ox in here. So We got some Naginata Samurai and Katana Samurai. So I think probably the Katana Samurai will win this one, and we got support from the Yari Yashigaru. And we get some Red Bear. No, it's a Black Tortoise, and against the Red Bear, I think the Black Tortoise has more. Yeah, it has more stats, but not the accuracy. The reload rate. We got the spare levy here. I don't know why the spare levy is going in here. I think he's trying to silence the guns. Maybe. Let's return to the main fight right now. So we get some Lone Sword Shigaru in here. I think. Looks like Lilmao is hanging on how to deal with this rush. I think it's still not enough because it's not Ox unit is not yet break, and they still have the moral to keep fighting. So we got some Matcha Kashigarani. Are they going to fire? Fire! Oh no! I think no. That's very disappointing fire in there. So we got some Black Tortoise in here and the Red Bear in here. So this is a loss for the Red Bear because I think they may be shot by 2 units in here. And looks like Uno goal in here is to buy time. They going for the Archer Dojo. This is a very big advantage. No, not anymore. Because Lilmao survived that rush in from Ox in there, so this is gonna be a problem for the homies in here because I think they lost that rush in. They have, I think this is the big problem for the homies because they don't have any kind of counter against this. If only Uno used that cav, they could kill these 2. Maybe they could wipe out this entire bow from Lilmao in here, and Lilmao's using the general just to buy time for this bows to survive. So looks like Prussian is going to go aggressive right now. I think this is a sign that he must go aggressive because Lilmao is winning on the side. Is these units in this archery dojo from the homies might get sandwich in here. So I don't know why. I think this is a micro mistake from Uno in here. There's 2 line infantry close to each other. This is gonna be a problem because some of these units will not fire. You can see here some of these units in here are not firing because it was blocked by the friendly units. So we got some revolver cab in here. They're going for the general for Ox in here, and we got some oof. It almost killed the general. Okay, I think the general is dead for Ox in here, but they got chased from the Yariki. If Uno could kill the revolver cab, that's a big win for them because they will likely lose this archery dojo in here. But the battle is still not end yet. But in favor with the Ronins. Oh, we got a very interesting in here. We got some general in here from Prussian. I think he's prioritizing aiding his ally Lilmao in here. Okay, this is gonna be a big loss for Uno. Losing 4 line infantry in this because they got sandwiched. They have nowhere to run, and we got some Yari spear Levy in here. They're going for the French Marine here, but I don't think they could kill that. Because in terms of speed, they have this. The Prussian has the speed here. He's using Uno is using his line infantry just to buy time for this Yarika to get occupied, while the other line infantry is shooting. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem. This is the biggest problem for the homies in here because they don't have any kind of counter against this 1 to 100 range of the bows. That's what I think. The problem in the homies in here is the army build. The army build. They didn't expect that Lilmao will bring a 200 range of bows in here. They have a good start in here, but yeah, I think Ox underestimated once. No, make it twice. I think he underestimated Lilmao twice. But they could have an advantage in here if they have if they have a communication from during the battle. Maybe they could have win this frontal in here. So looks like Uno doesn't want to give up yet. We got the spare live in here, and we also have one spare live in here, and Vermilion Bird Force and a White Tiger Force. So we got 2 line infantry and 2 spear units against the entire remaining units of Ronins in here. We got a lot of line infantry in here. I think we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 line infantry in here. Very strong light infantry against small units of light infantry. This is gonna be no. There's a another one hidden unit in here from. Is this It's a White Tiger Force. I don't know why. I don't know why Uno used these the naval bombardment in there. I don't know why. Yes, this is gonna be, yeah, this is very impossible for the homies to win in this round. And I don't know why Uno forward his line infantry. He could like stay in this hill. They could have the good angle. They could shoot the enemies far behind before, and maybe they could shot twice before the spear units to reach the close combat before their charge get reached. So it looks like the homies are experiencing the army loss penalty right now. So this is it for our round 2. The battle between Team Imperial homies and the battle, the battle between Team Imperial homies and the how should I pronounce this? Arthritic Ronins. Really, it's a very rare. No, it's not. It is actually the first time I heard this kind of word from the English. Yes, because I'm not English fluent or an English speaker. So before we end round 2, let's check the battle stat first and the unit statistics before we proceed to round 3. This is gonna be very hard for the homies in here. They must win 3 rounds in order to have an epic comeback, because it is already 2 points for the for the Ronins. They have the 2. They have the 2 scores already, and they only need 1 to win this match. So we got a better duration of the game, which is 11 minutes. I think Ox must find some solution on how to deal with the round 3. But in homies are the attacker in the 3rd round, so we will expect that they must have a plan and expect any kind of situation to counter for the Ronins in here. So there's a lot of kills from Lilmao in there, because that's the biggest engagement in there, and I think Uno just lost due to mass route. No, it's not mass route. I think it's split from half from Lilmao, and because he split his unit half to support Ox in there. So okay, so the Ronins choose the quality units. That's very rare, because I think Ox no, I think the Ronins usually build the armies are quantity, but this is very unexpected. They choose the quality units, and for the homies they choose the quantity units. So yeah, but I think they should find a solution to counter any kind of army build in any kind of situation. I think that's the problem for the homies in there. So that's a kill for Lilmao, 443 and 405 from his 200 range bow. So that's a lot of kills in there, and Ox has nothing to do about it. If Uno could do, he did a great job from that sneaky cab, but the problem is that he chose the cab to attack the cab behind rather than to attack the biggest threat of their team. So we got Ox in here from his wire mouse. Once we killed 76 in there, and we got Prussian Prince in here, kill 188 from his red bear. So that's a lot of kills from this red bear. I think the red bear is the one who is shooting at the riverside, and the second is the revolver cab. I think he was shooting at the behind Ox lines. I don't know how did he get behind the lines of Ox in there. That was very unexpected in there. And we got Uno in here. He killed 118 from this red bear. So That's it for our round 2. Let's proceed to round 3. Okay, welcome to round 3. The battle between Team Arthritic Ronins versus the Imperial homies in here. So we got the round 3 right now. So the attacker on this round is the homies. So we got the key buildings in here, the Sword Dojo. The vanilla are contesting for the sword dojo, and we got the archery dojo and the workshop. So all 3 key buildings are very important. So we got a very cab forward in here, bow cab and another bow cab, and there's a Yari cab in here. Is he trying to sneak or making this Lilmao bow cab caught off guard? Maybe. So we got a light infantry battle in here, but this is advantage for Uno in here because this is a very wide map, no, very wide island, and their units can manage to deal with Prussian light infantry if they has an extended range or 150 range in here. So hope that there's a counter. If there's a bow from Lilmao in here, we didn't see any kind of bow, so this look like, I think. Wait. Oh, okay. So this is a very elite unit for Lilmao in here. So this is a rush unit in here, and there's no Yari no Yari Shigaru. There's some Yari Shigaru in here, but I don't think this is the time you must rush. I think the plan here is to let. No. This is best plan for Team Ronins in here because since they are the defender in here, they must defend in here. So I don't know why this 4 Yari Shigaru in here, clogging their sub in here. I don't know. They could have mastered in. I don't know why he is dead in there. I don't know why. So we got some. Oh, what is this? Kev. A Yari Kev. I think this is a micro mistake from Ox in here. So we got another sneaky Kev from Uno in here. I think he's trying to sneak another 1 Kev behind the Ronins in here. So we got some heroes in here. I think they're going for the rush in here. Where is the naval bombardment? We heard it. We didn't see it. Where? I think they going. Okay, they are going for the. Oh, we didn't see that there's an artillery in here for the Prussian in here. So since they are defender, they are taking the left shore and defending this turn. They are gambling to abandon the key buildings in here, but they successfully bait the homies in here. So looks like Uno still finding some opportunity to flank in here because he doesn't have the leisure to stay around for the against the arms. I think unless he wants to gamble that they will stay still. So we got another naval bombardment in here, but it is a miss. So looks like Uno missed twice in this round. So looks like Ox is winning the rush. Maybe we're not sure. We're sure. So the battle is in favor of the team homies in here. We got a standing fight from the general in here. And this is warrior nuns. Yeah, this is a warrior nun. So this is gonna be. They are very low armor, but they increased too due to the key building in there. We got some Yari Ashigaru. They're trying to flank this Nodachi in here, but I don't think this Nodachi will be break because I think he still have the what is this? The Banzai ability. We got the bow Ashigaru in here and another bow Ashigaru in here. Oh, I think this is a winning for Team Homies. I think they might start the comeback in here. If they could win this this round, we will have a round 4, and hoping that another comeback for the Homies in here. This is gonna be a big problem for the Prussian in here because he's facing three front line in here. He's aiding Lilmao in here and facing the middle side and facing Uno in here, and he and his artillery cannot move because he need to station in there and keep firing before they die because they cannot run fast. So this is gonna be a big problem for the Prussian in here because I think he must abandon the archery, maybe, but I don't think he have any kind of anywhere to run in here. And it looks like Lilmao is still fighting in here, but he's having a problem how to deal with this very strong units of unique DLC of Ox in here. So we got some a random unit in here. I don't know why are you shooting at this dead unit here? This is a micro mistake from Ox in here, and another micro mistake from Uno in here. You forgot this line infantry. They got shot from the red bear in here, and looks like Arctic Prussian won this flank. That was a very unexpected. It was very expected that Uno won this fight, but there's a cab. I think this is the cab support of Lilmao was the biggest advantage in that one. In this frontal battle. So we got the United States of Marine here. I think they experienced the what is it called? Under small arm fire. I don't know what this mean. I think this is the first time I ever read that what is this concern. So we got some revolver cabin here. I think they're out of ammo. They're trying to no, they are not out of ammo. Yes, they are out of ammo in here. But the battle is still not over yet. I think that was a very I think Uno caught off guard. I think he underestimated, or maybe he was caught off guard in that. He has the advantage in that one. I think he was just caught off guard. Yeah. This is very hard for team homies in here. They will be wiped out against the guns. They don't have any kind of range superiority in here, and I think the sword dojo is disabled in here, and they're chasing the Mashak Eshigaru. It is very in favor for the Ronins in here, and the red bear was chased by some rush units of Ox in here. Yeah, this is gonna be a problem in here because we see four light infantry in the front and a very few units of elite. This is gonna be a wipeout in here. I think this is GG already for the homies in here, but Ox still want to keep fighting. They managed to rout this Naginata attendance. I think that was a very unexpected for Ox in there because this Mashak was almost routing in that fight. I don't know why these Tetsubo Warrior Monks is in the front. They could send the most least stats. Maybe the Bulletproof Samurai, they could have the great advantage in this round. Oh no. This is gonna be a sandwich. This is a death trap in here. They got 3 fronts to face at, and I think Ox is gonna keep charging in here. I think this is it. And for the artillery, how much it killed? 64. It doesn't kill much because it was facing against the Fall of the Samurai and some water tiles in here. So right now, the homies are experiencing the army loss penalty. So this is it for round 3, the battle between Arctic Ronins and Team Imperial homies. So it's a 3 score for the for the Ronins. Arthritic Ronins. Arthritic. I would like to learn it later. I would like to learn it. I don't want to embarrass myself in speaking this specific word of English. So before we end round 3, let's check the army build. So it's most likely expected that the Ronins are using a quality. This is a quality in here. Yes, this is a quality for the Ronins. For the what is this? For the homies in here, Unos is still using a quantity army build, and for Ox is using a quality army build. So let's check the kills. So Lilmao killed 285 from his Nudachi. I think that one is the one who is killing for Yariya Shigaru. That's a very deadly of Nudachi in there. We got Ox in here. Killed 129 from his Tetsubo Warrior Monk. That was in the middle side, but it doesn't kill much because there's not much of unit from what is this, Lilmao, because he's using a quantity army build. We got Prussian Prince in here. Killed from his force from his United States of Marine. 477 in just that flank battle. Wow, What? What? Or maybe there's a light infantry battle in the riverside before the fallback. Maybe we didn't see it much. So he was using two foreign veterans in there. So it's very rare to use two foreign veterans in one battle. I know, in one round. So we got Uno in here, Q127 from this red bear. I think the red bear is from the left flank, but I think Uno was just caught off guard in that and the United States Marine did kill much. It killed 55. I think he underestimated, or we didn't see it clearly, or maybe he made some micromanagement in the round, or was it the moral is the issue in there? Yes. So that's it for our round 3. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Hope you like our tournament videos, and stay safe and God bless.